Okay, it is the fourth week in June, and we're going to take a look at the orchard here. So we'll start as usual with the pear tree, and it's looking good. The leaves look good. No bugs or anything like that, and the fruit's developing very nicely. Most of them are about this size right here, which is pretty good. There are some ones that are bigger than others. Some a little smaller, but this is pretty much the median size there. So looking good. Once again, we still have several months to go, but looking good, no problems, and good development. Do have some leaves that are like browning a little bit on the bottom, but nothing really dramatic, noticeable. So I think everything's going well. So we go to the cherry tree. And in the cherry tree there, once again, last week we had harvested all the cherries. So there's no cherries left on them now. It's just going to be the rest of the year, I guess, waiting, putting out its new buds, growing, and getting ready for next year. So we have a lot of new growth. You can see here, this is where the old growth is. So all this here is new growth. This, and this, all these little flexible shoots. So I probably will go through some point and decide if I want to do a little pruning for the summer and thin this out a little bit, or make sure that some of the stuff is what we want, because some of these limbs are really long, and plus they're getting close to the ground, and I might have to come in and trim these up there. So alright, so for their apple tree, it's looking good. Leaves are good. There are some leaves that are a little yellowish. It's hard to see with the sunlight right now, but there's a patch there that are a little yellow. So I need to look into that and see if that's a problem or if that's just normal. And you can see right back in there some really fat apples. They are assuming the sunlight's not preventing you from seeing that. There's some ones that are just tremendous, and it's fantastic because they are just getting big, very big. So this is pretty much the medium size, which is great, because we want those big plump apples, and I'm pretty sure that doing all that thinning, it was a pain to do it, but I'm very confident that it's going to pay off in giving us some really big apples, and also reduce our chances of having bugs. And so we've had there was one apple on the ground, so that is really good. What I read about the codling moth is that if they lay their eggs, then usually the apples will fall from the tree. So looks like with the first generation we just had a few apples fall, so may or may not be that. We're going to start spraying for the second generation, which will be next week or so, just to make sure we don't lose this beautiful crop to the codling moth worms. So yeah, looking good. There's definitely some woolly apple aphid growth in there. I saw some of the fuzz back over here. Can't remember exactly. Oh, I guess I saw it up there. I don't know if you can make it out in the video, but in the back there's a little fuzzy part. Looks like there's cotton attached to it. That's the woolly apple aphids. So there's not too many of them, and it's not too big of a problem right now. So plus I think we'll get them whenever we spray for the codling moth. So other than that, things look great. The apples are looking big and plump and fantastic. So that's great. The peach tree looking good, healthy. Aphids completely gone. No trace left of them. Peaches are in there, hiding out, getting plump, looking good. Yeah, so if we get up under here in the canopy, you can see the best view of them, and they're there all over the place, looking good. So no things to speak of. So that's fabulous. Getting bushy. Probably will have to come in and summer pruning, cut out some of these ones going straight up, because we don't want that. But And as you can see, they're starting to grow into the peaches and the pear and the peach and the apple. So I might have to go back and do a little bit of thinning there for this summer to try and keep the growth under control. But other than that, looks good. Pear tree number 2, looking good. Again, it's jumping in over there. It's also kind of fighting with the apricot tree a little bit, so I'm going to have to settle some of these disputes so they don't fight each other. A lot of water sprout growth on the top. I'll probably want to come and maybe trim that off a little bit sometime soon so the tree doesn't waste a lot of energy with that stuff going straight up. But the pears here are looking good. Same little browning on the bottom of some of the leaves with the pear tree, the other pear tree. So I'm gonna take that and look into that and see what's going on there, if that's going to be something I need to be concerned about and address, or just let it go. But all the pears are, a ton of them over here, especially in this part that up against the fence and whatnot. So looking good. These ones are a little smaller than the other tree, maybe just because this one's set up so much more fruit. But we'll have to monitor that progress and see if we need to thin it a little more to make for some big juicy pears. Our apricot tree is looking good, doing once again not much fruit this year, probably a dozen or so, maybe a couple dozen, but no, most of them fell off with the frost, or after they set they fell off due to the earlier frost damage, I'm guessing. So we do have a few that are here and they're pretty good shape. We're probably about a month away from the normal harvest time. So you can see they're nice and big, the ones that are here. And so we'll be picking those the next month and just watching the growth, because lots of all this green, or red I should say, new growth there, which is good. But don't see any problems with the leaves, no bugs, nothing that I can tell going on. But I probably will come in and also do some more summer pruning with the middle, because I still haven't came in to get rid of some of this stuff that's trying to close in this open center that I created is trying to be closed off because it's a space with no competition. So anyway, that's the apricot tree. And then it's finally the raspberries. They have been producing a ton of fruit, so much more than the last year's. Don't know exactly what it is about the weather or whatnot, but it has been crazy. Lots and lots and lots of raspberries. So past couple years has just been enough just to eat. No, that was pretty much it. But now there's just been so much of it, and it's been tremendous. So anyway, we still have a lot more to pick in there, and need to get in there and take care of those before they go bad. But as you can see, it's really, really grown. Some of the berries got, we had a hailstorm a couple days ago, and that did some damage to some of the berries. They do look pretty beat up, so hopefully today we'll be able to pick the rest of those and use them before they go bad. So anyway, and then with the strawberries, there's really not much to see with them. They've already produced and they're just there. So anyway, that is the orchard this week. Thanks for watching.